I spent 2 years trying to get pregnant, praying for a baby, until one day I found out my little sister was pregnant, and the father was my husband. But that wasn't the worst part. They sat me down and asked me to raise their baby as my own, like I didn't even matter, like my life was just something they could rewrite. That's when I stopped being the victim and started taking everything back. I was sitting in the doctor's office, holding a positive pregnancy test, thinking this was finally the miracle we'd been praying for after 2 years of trying. Until I looked at the DNA results and realized the baby growing inside my 2-year-old little sister was my husband's." End quote. And the worst part? They both sat me down and asked me to raise their baby as my own. Many people think that it also seems reasonable. This is the most painful cheating husband story I've ever lived through. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you loved more than life itself, stay with me until the end. Because what I did next didn't just end their affair. It made sure they would never destroy my family again. My name is Rachel. I'm 31 years old, a marketing coordinator in Denver, Colorado. For 8 beautiful years, I was married to Ryan, 33, a successful project manager who swept me off my feet in college. We had the kind of marriage people envied: date nights every Friday, weekend hikes in the Rockies, and a cozy 3-bedroom home with a swing set in the backyard waiting for the children we dreamed of. Our only struggle was infertility. After 2 years of trying and 3 rounds of IVF that drained our savings, we were still childless. It broke my heart every month. My younger sister, Emma, is 22. She's always been the free-spirited, beautiful one in the family, the girl who got all the attention growing up. Last year, after dropping out of college and bouncing between bad relationships, Emma asked if she could stay with us just for a few months while she figured out her life. I didn't hesitate. "You're my sister. Of course you can stay." I gave her my old clothes, paid for her phone, her car insurance, even helped her get a part-time job at a local cafe. Ryan joked that we had 2 wives now, one who worked and one who kept the house lively. I laughed along. I trusted them completely. Slowly, things started to feel off. Emma began wearing my perfume. She started cooking Ryan's favorite meals to help me out. She would linger in the hallway after he came home from work, laughing at his jokes a little too loudly. They started texting constantly, just checking in, they said. Ryan became distant with me. Our intimacy disappeared. When I tried to talk about another round of IVF, he said, "Maybe we should take a break. The stress isn't good for you." Emma, meanwhile, started gaining weight and complaining about morning sickness. I even bought her ginger tea and pregnancy tests, thinking she might have gotten pregnant from one of her exes. She laughed nervously and said it was just stress. I told myself I was being paranoid. She's my little sister. Ryan is my husband. They would never. It was a rainy Thursday evening. I came home early from a client meeting because I wasn't feeling well. The house was quiet, except for soft voices coming from the guest room, Emma's room. I pushed the door open slowly. There they were, Ryan and Emma, in bed, naked, his hand on her belly. I dropped my bag. The sound made them both jump. Emma screamed. Ryan's face went pale. "Rachel, it's not what you think," he stammered. Emma started crying. "I'm so sorry. I'm pregnant. I felt like someone punched me in the stomach. Whose baby is it?" Ryan looked at the floor. Emma whispered, "It's his." They had been sleeping together for almost 5 months. While I was tracking my ovulation, taking hormones, crying over negative tests, my husband and my little sister were making a baby behind my back. But the real knife in my heart came 2 days later. They sat me down in the living room like I was a child. Ryan spoke first. "Look, this is complicated, but Emma wants to keep the baby, and we think you should raise it. You've always wanted a child. You can be the mom. We'll say it's yours. No one has to know the truth," Emma added, tears in her eyes. "You're better at this than me, Rach. You're stable. You have the house, the job, the savings. I can visit sometimes, as the cool aunt." They had it all planned. Ryan would stay married to me for appearances. Emma would move out after giving birth. I would raise their biological child while they continued their affair in secret. They even had fake ultrasound photos ready with my name on them. I sat there in complete silence, listening to the two people I loved most trying to erase me from my own life. I didn't scream. I didn't cry in front of them. I simply said, "I need time to think." That night, while they slept, I started my plan. I hired a private investigator and the best divorce attorney in Denver. I installed hidden cameras and voice recorders throughout the house. I got a court-ordered DNA test, using hair from Ryan's brush and a sample from Emma. The results came back 99.999% match Ryan was the father. I gathered every text message, every hotel receipt, every transfer of money Ryan had secretly sent to Emma. I documented everything. Then I filed for divorce, emergency custody of the unborn child, as the legal wife, and a restraining order against both of them. At the first court hearing, my lawyer presented everything: the affair, the pregnancy, the sick plan to make me raise their baby, the DNA results. The judge was disgusted. Ryan was ordered to pay full child support, alimony, and lost the house. Emma was granted 0 custody rights and supervised visitation only after the baby is born if she proves she's stable. I played the recordings for both families. Our parents disowned Emma. Ryan's mother called him a disgrace. Emma gave birth 3 months later. I was in the delivery room not as a sister, but as the legal guardian. The baby boy, Noah, came home with me. Ryan and Emma are not allowed unsupervised contact. Today, Noah is 6 months old. He's healthy, happy, and calls me Mama. I'm raising him with all the love in the world. I got a promotion at work. I bought a new townhouse with the settlement money. My son, from my heart, Noah, is thriving. Ryan lives in a small apartment and struggles to pay child support. Emma moved back in with our parents and is in therapy. She has tried to apologize, but I blocked her. I don't hate them anymore. I pity them. They tried to steal my future. Instead, I got the family I always dreamed of, just not the way they planned. If you're watching this and you've been betrayed by family, know this: your pain is valid, your strength is real, and your comeback will be beautiful. Remember my story. I am Rachel. I was betrayed by my husband and my own sister, not just with lies, but with a plan to replace me in my own life. They thought I was desperate. They thought I would accept anything just to be a mother. They were wrong, because I didn't beg. I didn't break. I took control, and in the end, I got everything they tried to take from me: my home, my future, my child, but on my terms. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted as family, so tell me, what would you have done? And if you believe family is built on love, not blood, drop the word mama in the comments if you believe blood doesn't make family love does. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real cheating husband story every week. Part 2 is coming: how I'm raising Noah and finally found peace. Thank you for listening to my truth. You are stronger than you know. I'll see you in the next video.